Crews are working on the big fix tonight to solve the water crisis in Oakland County. They're installing a replacement pipe on 14 Mile Road in Farmington Hills, where a major water main break happened Monday night. Great Lakes Water Authority says pressure has been restored to most of the dozen communities affected by the crisis, but a boil water advisory is still in effect. Now, once the repairs are complete, it'll take 48 hours of testing to make sure there's no contamination in the water and that it is safe to drink. A sign of progress in all this mess, some students returning to school. Many schools were back in business today, but with precautions in place. 7 Action News reporter Amira David picks up the story. She is live at the site of the break. And first of all, our crew still working here tonight? I would make the assumption they haven't stopped.
Oh, they have not stopped, Stephen. All hands have been all deck. I've seen several crew out here. I counted about 20 just a couple minutes ago, but I do want to step aside so you can see what's going on. You see the crew, you see the crane, the excavators. They are all now, as we are understanding, replacing that pipe that they needed that came in from out of state, from Illinois. It came in this morning. They're putting it in right now, which means that puts them right on track to get this done by Friday night. They say that's the earliest they can expect to lift that advisory. But although the boiling water advisory is still in effect, as you mentioned, many students, they went back to school today with some minor adjustments.
Just like bring your own water bottles.
That's the message Novi High School students say they got before heading into school today. They were back to class a day after several communities lost water pressure in the wake of a major water main break. Dozens of schools, both public and private in Oakland County, canceled classes on Tuesday, citing issues with faucet and toilet use. But after some progress on repairs, Novi students told us today was business as usual with some minor accommodations.
I think during lunch they had like free water bottles in case people needed them.
Some kids had small water bottles, like the small ones that they were passing out to other kids.
Students say the cafeteria was open. As for natural drinking water sources, those were off limits.
All the water fountains, they had they had paper over them and said, "Attention, please do not use," because they didn't want anybody to drink the water.
But even though Novi was back, not all school districts were up and running. Farmington said all their affected schools would reopen on Thursday, while Walled Lake Consolidated Schools made the same announcement, saying they wanted to err on the side of caution. And as I mentioned, the cafeteria at Novi High School, that was open. School lunches were served as normal. The schools that we've talked to that did remain open today, they want to assure parents that they are taking all the safety precautions that are needed by boiling the water, of course, before using it. But to stay on top of all the school developments as it relates to this issue, make sure to continue tracking the story at WXYZ.com. For now, in West Bloomfield, Amira David, 7 Action News.
Thank you for that information, Amira. People have so many questions, and we've got them for them. You can count on 7 Action News for continuing coverage of the water crisis. And right now on WXYZ.com, you can find everything you need to know about how you should handle this boil water advisory.